So let's talk about Night at the Museum. Alright, so Night at the Museum. So that to me is a very nostalgia piece. That was back in 2006. So I think I was 11 or 12, depending on when the actual movie came out. And it basically filled in that little check mark about like my curiosities, because Toy Story did it with toys, thinking what happens if I put my toys in this little room and then leave for 3 hours? Do they actually walk around? Can I put a camera and like watch them do stuff? No. But it's still, you had that like wonder, like, wow, do they? And I had the same thing happen about museums. Like, okay, you have this room of just like pretty much big toys if I had to like compare it to something. And do they walk around in the middle of the night? Do they have like this thing where they just fake it for 13 hours of the day or something? No. But it still made you wonder, right? You still had to like, I wonder, like as a kid, you're like, damn, I think it might actually be happening. I think it might be going on. But no. For those of you who don't know the movie, best spoiler-free synopsis I can think of is Larry Daly, a divorcee, is hopping from job to job, trying to find something stable, and he's trying to not disappoint his son, and I guess not disappoint his ex-wife. But then he finds an open position at a night museum in New York, and he bites on more than he could chew, I guess. Everything starts coming to life, going crazy, and I'll leave it there. The museum comes to life. There's their gimmick right there. But as a nostalgia thing for me, yeah, I can remember watching it as a kid, so that really took me back. But does the movie hold up? The movie holds up for nostalgia's sake, but everything else, I have to pick and choose it. So the first thing about the movie is that it is definitely not great. It's not great, but it is laughable. You know, for the jokes, it's a kids movie. So for the jokes that they had for the kids movie, it was pretty laughable. I mean, at least for me. I had some times where I actually thought that some of it was funny. Mostly with Robin Williams. To be honest, a lot of it was Robin Williams. So with that, he's probably like the biggest comedic thing in the movie. Everything else, to me now, everything else is kind of like either cheesy or it's just like it's not my humor, but like the ridiculousness of Robin Williams will always fucking make me laugh. So that's definitely one of the best parts about it. Okay, so the movie's techniques. The cinematography of the movie. So the good things about the cinematography, I would have to say there's only one thing that comes to mind. There's that one scene where Robin Williams' character comes up and he's looking at Sacagawea or Orbia, and you know he's been saying that the hunt is afoot repeatedly, right? But you never really realize what the hell he meant, and then little by little you see him like just kind of creepily spying on Sacagawea or and you're like, oh wait, I came to the realization, I was like, oh, he's hunting for her, he's trying to get her, right? But he's overwhelmed with this like amount of shyness, like just like he doesn't know what to say. He's got a frog in his mouth or a frog in his throat, whatever the hell the saying is. But so the shot that I really liked, that I was like, oh, okay, I see you, Robin. So he approaches her, right? And the shot is like from like, it's really wide. It's from back away, and he's just blacked out. He's like a silhouette, but she's lit up in this thing, and he's looking at her, right? And he's just in awe, and he just can't figure out what the hell to say. I really like that shot, because for me it was like, without digging too deep into it, it was almost like how much he sees her as like, yeah, she's like a goddess, you know. She's lit up, but he's dark, so you can really see the differences, and he's just like, you are an angel, but I have no idea what to say. And she wants to talk to him too. She was like, where are you going? I want to talk to you too. But he was too shy, and I was like, you're gonna get your girl Robin. Teddy. His name is Teddy. His character's name is Teddy. I was like, okay, Teddy. All right, I see you, Ted. The bad parts of the cinematography, though. There were parts where I was really just watching and I saw the camera just shake. like ever so slightly, like ever so slightly shake, and I was like, wait, what? And so then I was like, okay, so the camera's shaking. They have it on a dolly, and they're trying really hard not to make it vibrate or shake. They want to make it a clean little, like, make it really clean and nice and smooth. But it didn't work, and it really took me out for that whole moment. I was more focused on why the hell is the camera shaking more than like, hey, what's going on screen? This is really curious. So the set and the costumes. I'd have to say that the set for the museum, it's believable. Everything looks really well. You have the exhibits, you have it like in a really nice pattern. You could, throughout the movie, you can kind of almost tell where everything is just because of how frequently he has to go to the same different spots. So you can kind of map things out in my head. Like, I know that the African exhibit is on the second floor. Don't quote me on that. I'm pretty sure it's on the second floor. The miniatures exhibit is up there as well. A lot of the bigger stuff is on the first floor, since, you know, we kind of take, I don't know, well, that doesn't make sense. Well, besides the point, the sets are really nice. I could believe them. I could believe them pretty well. The costumes are actually pretty believable too, because they didn't have to be incredibly authentic. It's a kids movie, so it's like, yeah, you can look somewhat like the guy, but we'll add some pizzazz. Like Teddy's costume, believe it. Larry's costume, he's a night guard, just simple night guard gear. Believe it. Sacagawea, Orwea, simple Native American outfit for the time. Like, they were pretty simple, so I could like, yeah, okay, she's supposed to be a mannequin, or she's supposed to be a statue, so they're not gonna like, you know, go overly with it, but to the point where you can be like, yeah, okay, I can believe it. Best though for me, Akhman Ra's fit, clean as a bitch. Oh my god, dripping swagoo sauce everywhere. Ooh, oh, that shit. I was like, all right, this is his outfit, definitely the best. But now, the bad parts, the bad sets or the bad costumes. Okay, set-wise, it would probably have to be. I mean, it's probably a giant green screen anyway. But near the end, where they're running through Central Park, it's not that I couldn't believe that they're not in Central Park, because they already established that right across the museum is Central Park, so it's like it's right there. You know, it's just trees and pathways and benches and everything else. I don't know. I think that whole segment just rubs me the wrong way, so I don't like it. If I had to say it's a set, I'd say that's probably the bad set, just because I don't fucking believe it. I've been to New York. I know that there are shit tons of people, no matter what the weather is, anywhere, everywhere there's people, but they just completely ghosted for no reason at what, like 3? Maybe, yeah, like 2, 3 in the morning? It's a city that never sleeps. For that reason, they gave it the name, because people are always doing stuff, and there's lights and everything. Everything's going everywhere and whatnot. So, like, obviously, yeah, for the movie's sake, they were like, yeah, but actually for this time, nobody's in the streets because it's snowing. Because New Yorkers care when it snows. Niggas don't give a fuck. What? I don't give a fuck. If I had to say someone has the worst costume design, something that was really just kind of like boo, or just like whatever, I don't think I could think of one. No, I definitely cannot think of one. So maybe it'll come up in my head later, but for the moment, no. There are no people who have bad costumes. Everybody just really looks as much as they need to be, because they don't have to go over they don't have to go overboard. Everybody looks fine. So the acting. Alright. So then again, this is kid acting for a kid's movie. I mean, kid acting for kids. This is acting for a kid's movie. So it's not Oscar-worthy stuff here, but it's just trying to get, like, you're trying to make this kid believe that, you know, a lot of museums come to life at night. They're just, you know, the whims, the wonder is supposed to be there. By far the best acting in the entire movie has to be Robin Williams as Teddy Roosevelt. Oh my god. He's encouraging, but he second guesses himself. Teddy is the character where you just rally behind. He pushes you. He gives you wisdom. He gives you advice. And he helps you to not second guess yourself. A lot of the time, Larry was just bitching about something. He was like, "Shut up! Do you da-da-da-da, yes or no?" He'd be like, "Yeah." He's like, "All right, so let's go. Stop talking. No jitter jabber. Let's move on to the foot for the hunt or whatever, right?" But then later in his character, he's like, "Look, that was Teddy. I'm just an imitation of him. All right, I just do the same routine over and over just because like I am him, but I am not really him. I'm, you know, when it comes to women, I'm very shy. I don't know if I have it really in me, even though I'm supposed to have it in me. He questions himself and shit like that. And I was like, damn. Okay, Teddy. Okay. He's gonna get his girl. He's gonna get his self-confidence. And he does. You know, at the end of the movie, he gets his self-confidence back because he realizes, you know, imitation or not, he still has it. He thought like, oh, I only have it because my name's Teddy. It's like, no, you have it too. Chill. Go get your girl. Go do your job. Go help out. Go help save the museum. Go, Teddy. Go, Teddy. The worst acting. The worst acting, I'll just have to say, it was Nikki. I don't know. Nikki was just trying to play this kid who he's a kid caught in the middle between a divorce, and I don't know. Nikki wasn't really selling it to me. He was just like, yeah, he's your son because he's your son. So that's the best I can give him. But there was nothing for him to really do. He was an object for his father's confirmation that he's kind of like doing the right thing. Because if his son's disappointed in something that he's doing, he's always gonna be like, oh fuck, like I disappointed him again. Shit, I gotta get my act together. Maybe this will work. Maybe that'll work. If it sounds like that, this is awesome. You're doing this. This is crazy. I'm not disappointed in you anymore. That's what happens at the end of the movie. It's like, oh my god, the museum does come to life, and we saved it. Yeah, this is awesome. I love you, Dad. They have a whole moment too, where like, Teddy tells him like, hey, your father's a great man. He goes, I know, and smiles. That is dope. That is dope. Any dad had their son say that to them, he'd probably choke up, be like, oh, my son is proud of me. This is beautiful, or some shit. You know, the little moment there, but for the rest of the movie, no. That was just like, whatever. Quick cameo by Paul Rudd. Not much of a cameo, but that was the first time I ever seen Paul Rudd, and I didn't register him as like a comedic actor at the time, just because I was like 11 or 12. I don't really see a lot of movies Paul Rudd was in at the time. I didn't really get to know him, I think, until Anchorman, and I don't know if that came out around the time or not, but I saw it when I was like 15. But tangent aside, I would have to say, how does the movie rank up for me? See, I can actually have fun watching this myself. Just like, yeah, I'll watch Night at the Museum. Yeah, I'll have some fun with it. The first one, I could definitely watch by myself. I could just hang back, just chill. So for that, I will give it a 7 out of 10. A lot of it is nostalgia, and the other half is Robin fucking Williams.
Yay!
That is just my honest opinion. If you like this video, please leave a like, subscribe, comment, or hell, just show this video to other people. I would appreciate that. Whatever you do, hell, even dislike it. Bro, if you don't agree, that's fine. I'm just saying that's my honest opinion. Peace.